Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy Canik. And today guys, I got this awesome pure Blackwing deck for you that I want to show you. And yo, before I start, man, I want to say guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys so much, man. Like I've been having a lot of fun lately playing with this new support, which is actually pretty awesome. I know that for some people it might be really complicated and like tricky and all that, but trust me guys, once you get the right feeling for the cards and for the combos and all that, especially like once you get more comfortable playing with Steam, trust me guys, this deck is easy, crazy. Like my last tournament that I just had, guys, totally dominated, and that's why I decided to also go to my very first YCS tournament in Dortmund, Germany. And yeah, for the German people, Jungs, kommt alle vorbei. Ich würde mich freuen, wenn ihr alle kommen würdet und da besuchen würdet. So, wäre echt stabil. Kommt vorbei. And yeah, I just said yeah, whatever. Guys, hey, let me just show you real quick this new combo. It's not really new. Some of you guys already know it, but I want to go more into details with this combo because it's just that awesome. Okay, let's say best case scenario, we're starting off with Simoon. You always want to Simoon. Start off with Simoon, right? Okay, with Black Wild, can't even talk. Hold on, let me just put this to the side, just like that. Okay. So we always want to start off with Simoon, right? Beautiful Simoon. Simoon is nice. Simoon is good for us. And well, we do not need Simoon to go full combo. Okay, I'll just show you real quick this best case scenario combo. If you want to see more combos with different kind of cards on your hand, then don't forget to subscribe and like and all that, because I will upload a lot of videos with this new Blackwing support. But I can't, unfortunately, like I can't really put everything in one video. It's just too much, guys. Too much, and no one likes to watch that 1 hour video of me just doing combos, right? So okay, Simoon will give us Zutri, right? We always want to search for Zutri. This is nothing new. Then with Zutri and Black Wildwinds, this first part really important. I want you guys to first of all chain 1 Zutri and chain 2 Black Wildwinds. Okay, because why? Because what if he has Gamma on his hand and he didn't use it on Simoon? He might use it on Zutri now though. So not be gammed with that. I want you to use Zutri as chain 1 and the Black Wildwind as chain 2. Black Wildwind will always search us Vata, and Zutri will give us Shamal. Shamal will give us, of course, Black Feather Wildwind, and then we're going to special summon the Vata. Now with Vata, we always want to send to the graveyard Chinook and the Zephyros. I'll show you in a couple minutes why we want to have Chinook on the graveyard. Then we are going to activate the first time Black Feather Wildwinds and special summon the Vata. With Zephyros, we're going to send back the Black Feather Wildwind because obviously we have it's 12 once per turn, we can use it again. But usually we would use the Black Feather Wildwind the second time for a second Vata, but not this time, okay? This time we want to use Zutri's effect because this is obviously a Blackwing deck, and Blackwing monsters are all synchros. We do not have Link C's, so we can now use Zutri's second effect and tribute the monster to summon a level 2 token, which is going to be a tuner. Keep in mind, usually we will do a synchro summoning now, like that, to go for Nofung and then activate Black Feather Wildwind to summon back Vata, but not in this case. Okay, not in this case. We're gonna use Nofung's effect and then chain 2 Shamal's effect to summon to get back the Zutri to our hand, and then we are going to use Vata and Zephyros to go for Boris. Don't activate the Black Feather Wildwind yet. Activate Boris effect, send Shamal to the graveyard, or what you can also do is, guys, we are playing Ulster in this deck. Okay, Ulster, usually in the normal decks, competitive decks, we do not want to play him, but having Ulster on the graveyard is also really good because you can use Ulster. You also has like a couple effects. You can banish him from the graveyard to give the Blackwing Dragon a couple of counters, or you can banish Oster from your graveyard to give all of your opponents a counter. That is really good, especially if you want to play with full Arm Master, because let's say your opponent has a strong monster on the field that you cannot destroy or cannot get around of it, then you're just gonna steal it with full Arm Master. That's why we also want to play Oster in this deck. So right now it's up to you guys. You can send with Boris Shamal to the graveyard or Oster. In this case, I want to send Shamal because I'll show you in a minute why. Once we done that, guys, we want to summon Zutri. It's really important to do the summoning because with Zutri, because if nothing is not on the field anymore, you cannot do your extra summoning. Okay, so first of all, summon Zutri, chain 1 Zutri, chain 2 Black Wildwinds. Now you want to search for Orochi, and with Zutri you want to search for the Black Twin Shadow. Next up, you're gonna use Boris, a level 4 tuner synchro monster, and nothing to go for the first Blackwing the Soul Dragon. Then you are going to activate the Black Feather Wildwind to special summon Boris again. And then, guys, this is really important. Before you go for the second Blackwing Assault Dragon, you need to special summon Orochi. Otherwise, you won't be able to special summon him because you don't have Blackwing monsters on the field anymore. Now, I want you to synchro summon on the field for the Blackwing Assault Dragon. And now, we are going to use one monster, and you gotta excuse me for using at least, like, we have to use that one non-Blackwing monster. We just have to, because otherwise we will lose against Dark Ruler no more. And trust me, we do not want to lose against Dark Ruler no more. Trust me. We could have also played Dragoon in this deck, but Abyss is actually better in this deck because Dragoon cannot play around Dark Ruler no more. Abyss can, and I will also show you how in a minute. Now, once we got the Blackwing Dragon in the graveyard along with Boris, we're gonna banish those two cards to go for the third Blackwing Assault Dragon. And now, the reason why I summoned all of those 3 monsters in attack, all those 4 monsters in attack position, is because you do not want to lose against Zeus. And the Zeus normally gets summoned while your opponent summons a Xyz monster and attacks your monster which is in defense mode, and then he just usually goes for Zeus. We do not want that. I know we might lose against Lightning Storm, whatever, but we're not going to see Lightning Storm that much in this game anymore. Okay, trust me. And even if he does have Lightning Storm, then we have to use a Beast effect to negate it. Okay. Next up, we're going to set the Twin Shadow. And now, this is really important, guys. As you can see, our opponent has already 800 damage. Okay, 800 damage. The Blackwing Assault Dragons give together, every time your opponent activates an effect, 2100 damage. Okay, so your opponent is only allowed to activate 3 effects. Okay, now let's say your opponent, I know it's right now the draw phase, but let's say your opponent activates Dark Ruler no more. This is how you're going to play against Dark Ruler no more. You're gonna activate the Twin Shadow. Then, in this case, because your opponent doesn't have any monsters on the field, now I would use the Twin Shadow to go for the full Armor Master. Okay, if your opponent doesn't have monsters. But if your opponent does have monsters, I would go for the Silver Wind because he can destroy monsters in the field. Talking about Dark Ruler no more, usually you cannot activate monster effects in the activation of Dark Ruler, right? You cannot. But because we have activated now a trap card, we can actually react on the trap card with Abyss and then point the Dark Ruler no more on the field to negate it. Okay, I know a lot of you people already know this because it's not my first time mentioning it. Yeah, I know. But for the people that are new on this channel, this is how we play against around Dark Ruler no more. Let's say our opponent has 2 monsters on the field, or 1 monster, doesn't matter. Go ahead, summon the Silver Wind. Now with Silver Wind, guys, we can destroy 2 cards. Okay, in this case I've decided to destroy my own cards just to prove you something. And then chain 2, I want you to activate Shamal's effect. And now it's up to you guys. You can go get Chinook to your hand, or you can get Zutri to your hand. I would honestly go for Chinook because he is basically right now an effect veiler. And The third chain is the Black Feather Wild, and with that, we're gonna summon Nothing. Why do we want to summon Nothing? Because Nothing can now give our opponent another 800 damage, guys. So that is already 1600 damage, and your opponent cannot even do shit against that. Okay. Obviously, unluckily, you're also gonna get 700 damage. Complete of 1700 damage you will receive. Oh, there's nothing you can do about that. But yeah. Okay, so the good thing is now that, check this out, guys. We got 3 times Blackwing Assault Dragon. Your opponent can only activate 3 monsters effects, and one of those 3 monsters effects on the field we're going to negate with. So your opponent only has 2 monster effects, and usually 2 monster effects is nothing. TEARLAMENTS can't do shit against that. Literally, they cannot do shit against that. Only if they have like not only one Dark Rune no more, but also like a couple of other cards on your hands. Like, let's say he got Dark Rune no more plus Raigeki or something on the field. Let's say all our monsters get destroyed. That is still cool. Okay, that's still cool because thanks to the Twin Shadow, we will always have the full Armmaster on the field and the Chinook on our heads. Okay, so we will always have at least something on the field. Worst case scenario, we will always have something. Okay, so that is pretty awesome. And yeah, I mean, this is how you play against it. And then boom, destroy, 800 damage. Boom, that's it. Alright, guys. Let me just show you the deck profile now, I would say. Right? Let's go. Okay. About the deck profile, guys. Like I said, you can play this deck pure Blackwing if you want to, but I would suggest to play at least the Abyss because, first of all, it's a 5D monster, right? It is a beautiful 5D monster that we all love. Another unknown monster. Jack Atlas, you know what I'm talking about. And besides that, we also have the Strudo, which is not a Blackwing monster, but we need that one small world bridge. We need to. And the Strudo can also save our ass because we can use him as a tuner and do some crazy things with it. But yeah, those are basically the only cards that are not, and if you count them as non-Blackwing monsters, also the Gammas. So yeah, we got 3 times 2 times Zephyros, guys. We have to play 2 times Zephyros, trust me. Even if we have 1 Zephyros on our hand, it's still okay, because sometimes having Zephyros on the field, special summon the Vata and do those kind of things is also good, trust me. You want to play 2 Zephyros, believe me. Then 3 times Shamal, beautiful card. 3 times Zutri. 1 time Ulster, guys. Ulster is also a great card in this deck because his effect says that you can banish this card and then place Black Feather counters on 1 Blackwing Dragon equal to the number of cards your opponent controls, or you can place 1 wedge counter on each face-up monster your opponent controls, which is also good, especially if you have full Armmaster with it, because you can just deal around your opponent monsters, and then in the end phase you can destroy every single monster that your opponent has thanks to Ulster. Okay, and besides that, you can just normal summoning and then do other crazy stuff with it. So yeah, Ulster is actually good in this pure Blackwing deck. You're playing 1 Gale, 1 Steam, because trust me, guys, once you get comfortable with Steam, there you can see a lot of crazy things happening with this card. Then you got Hamatan, 3 times Vata, 1 time Orochi, 1 Chinook, 3 times Small World, arguably the best card in this deck, 3 times Black Wildwinds, 1 Black Blackwing Twin Shadow, 2 times Black Feather Wildwinds, 3 times Pot of Prosperity, guys. This card is absolutely amazing in this deck. You can banish so many cards. And then Call by the Grave. I mean, you already know. The Strudo as a small world bridge, 3 times Evilly Match and Dark Rune no more. They just do good in this deck, trust me. You can play those. And then we got Nothing, 2 times Baris, 1 Blackwing Tamer Joe, 1 Shidori, 1 Raikiri, 2 times Blackwing Dragon, 1 Silverwind, 1 full Armor Master, 3 times Blackwing Assault Dragon, Onimaru, and of course the Beast, the only non-Blackwing Synchro monster. In the side deck we got Lightning Storm, Harpies, Feather Duster, 3 times Twin Twister. I like to play Twin Twister because we can just send Zephyros from our hand to the graveyard, or even Steam, which can be helpful, or worst case even Shamal if you need to, but yeah. Or Oster. Having Oster in our graveyard is also good. Do not need to normal summon Oster, we can just send him to the graveyard, like that is also pretty good for us. Then 3 times Prohibition, times Prohibition, guys. I was actually able to play around Joel and Nibiru thanks to Prohibition. Prohibition and Zephyros, guys, is a unbelievable combo. Unbelievable. Imagine, activate Prohibition, call Joel, or Shifter, or whatever the fuck you want, okay? Then, before your 5th summoning, activate Zephyros effect, send the Prohibition back to your hand, and then reactivate it and call Nibiru. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is just big brain combo. Yeah, the Gamos, Drivers, and 3 times Impermanence, just in case if you're going second, play those cards. And to put those cards in, I would suggest to take out the Small Worlds, followed by the Grave and the Strudo. And yeah, also you can also take him out and a couple other cards. Okay, yeah. I mean that's basically it, guys. Your pure Blackwing deck, and trust me, guys, like pretty good. Okay. Some hand testing once you. The beautiful hand. Beautiful hand. Great. Great. Crazy. What else do you need, guys? What else do you need, man? Beautiful. Doesn't matter if you're going first or second. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked this one. And guys, whenever. Bye. Bye-bye.